Unsurprisingly, al-Bakr resigned, citing ill health. On the 17th of July 1979, Saddam Hussein stepped to the forefront of Iraqi politics and proclaimed himself the nation's new leader.
Saddam Hussein is the absolute ruler, the chief of the party as well as the state, and everything in between. And so with his unilateral rule and unilateral decision making, he really leads the country downhill.
The Iraqi troops stormed across the border and occupied the oil-rich emirate of Kuwait.
Saddam's invasion of Kuwait in August 1990 brought an immediate and decisive international response and led swiftly to the Gulf War of 1991. The war ended in defeat for Hussein and humiliating ceasefire terms for Iraq. Over the ensuing 12 years, the Iraqi people endured economic sanctions, weapons inspections, and airstrikes.
Iraq under Saddam had the greatest potential. It is a very wealthy country, had a lot of resources, and it was forced to be underdeveloped economically and everything else after the sanctions were imposed after the Gulf War.
Saddam remained bullishly defiant.
This is a regime that has something to hide from the civilized world.
In 2002, President Bush proclaimed with certainty that Saddam had hidden weapons of mass destruction somewhere in his country. A US-led military coalition invaded Iraq in April 2003. The people were subjected to the full force of American military might. And before the year was out, Saddam Hussein had been ousted and captured. Iraq has endured millennia of violent conquest and occupation. From the ancient era of warring city-states to invaders battling for control of Babylon and Baghdad, and then revolt and revolution in more recent times, many men have sought to hold sway over this fertile, abundant, oil-rich country.
It's a land that historically has been very wealthy in the past, agricultural and commercial wealth, in the present oil wealth, and thus it's constantly invited invasions.
For centuries, Iraqis and their Mesopotamian ancestors in the land of the two rivers have had to tolerate power-hungry rulers. The end of Saddam Hussein's brutal and repressive regime has provided an opportunity for change. Between June 2004 and April 2005, a new Iraqi government has taken charge. As the post-Ba'athist outcome for the nation continues to unfold, the vision of Iraqis themselves must determine how their country will change and what direction it will take.